Okay, welcome back to another video. This time we're going to be playing When They Cry. I Cape made it specific that I play Steins Gate with him because our schedules are so different at the moment that it's kind of hard to find time to play it. And I don't want to upload nothing but do DLC, so I'm trying to expand like whatever visual novel I'm playing and whatnot. So I decided to put on this because I've watched a bit of the anime. I watched the original one from 2000, in 2000s anyway. I don't remember that. I didn't watch the new ones. But all I know from this game is that the art was hilarious. Art for these games are just like whack. Anyway, let's jump right into it. Anything I need to configure here? Sounds a bit loud, honestly. Oh, that's a message speed. I'll just keep that right there. It's a bit loud, but hang on. There we go. That should do it. Okay, let's hop right in. Ooh. Don't be sad, the world may not forgive you, but I do. Don't be sad, you may not forgive the world, but I forgive you. Tell me, what must I do to earn your forgiveness? Frederica Byrne Castell. Interesting. Oh, jeez. This is a work of fiction. Any resemblance to actual put AD 1983, the early summer of the 50th. This is a horror game, isn't it? I should probably put on face cam for this since it's a horror game. Hang on, actually, I think I'm going to do that. Alright, I'm going to make a quick cut. Is this just playing out? Okay. If it is, then I'm just going to let this play out before I stop it. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking over the text. But I'm starting to realize I only wanted to trust her because I refused to accept the truth. It was as if I was trying to convince myself in such a silly, sobbing voice. Oh boy. The mechanical, repetitious sound finally stilted and everything fell apart. Only the cry of the cicadas remained, annoyingly loud. And yet, I felt as if I could still hear her voice. But that's not possible. Why is this auto-playing? Hang on. Good night. Is it just gonna play itself? Okay. The only one crying is me. Me. She never cried. Even when she repeated those words over and over, she never expressed any emotion because there was none to show. If she had no tears to shed for me, then I shouldn't need to shed any for her. Oh, damn. Then why? This pain. My eyes are getting moist. Why was this happening? I still want to believe I hadn't been split apart. That's enough, right? Beside me, an inner voice whispered gently. My spirit had suffered enough. Suffered. And countless times I've wavered over whether I should just throw the battered thing away. Except I've stubbornly refused to do that, haven't I? I'd feel better if I just threw it away. Even knowing that, I choose to believe, didn't I? Only I can understand this painful struggle and appreciate it. Hey, me? I've tried more than enough. I'll acknowledge that much. So, isn't it alright to just take the easy way out? Wait, what? Besides, I'm not throwing it away. I'm leaving it behind, with her. Like flowers by a grave. Now then, calm your nerves. Even though you can't feel your right arm, just lift it up. And with every swing, forget a little more. The kindness made me happy. The adorable smile brought me joy. He's not murdering someone like that, is he? I like petting your... I loved how demure you were. Because this will be the last time. He's murdering somebody, isn't he? Because when I swing this down, I'll forget. This is my first and last bouquet for you. Perhaps I really did love you. Higurashi, when they cry. 7th expansion presented. Welcome to the Hinama-sama. I don't know. Somebody has been apologizing for a while. Okay, here we go. This is where I can actually stop it. Alright, I'll be right back, and I'll set up the face cam. Alright, I got face cam set up here. So, I'll be able to show my face here because I think that's more realistic considering that this is a horror game. Anyway, let's continue before I just ramble on about random shit. Somebody has been apologizing for a while now. I wonder what she apologized for, what she's apologizing for. It felt wrong to eavesdrop, so I tried to ignore it. It has been a while since I last went to the city. I only returned to attend the funeral of a relative. Even though I lived there until last month, I found the bustle of a city to be overwhelming. The skyscrapers on the multi-lane roads, the melodious cacophony of the crosswalk. It's like some strong. Even the campaign speeches blaring in front of the station felt nostalgic. The place where I live now isn't nearly as lively. There's only the chirping of locusts and the blabbing crows, and the cry of the Higurashi evening cicadas. Rather than making me feel lonely, that quietness has begun to instill a sense of sincerity. There's nothing where I'm living now. I don't just mean that I don't just mean there aren't any burger joints. There aren't even vending machines. The music stores, the restaurants. That's way high in the movies. And no arcades. Even an ice cream parlor would be unlikely. You know this town has some stuff like that, but it's an hour away on my bike. But come to think of it, it wasn't really a big deal. There were music stores and arcades and ice cream parlors, but it wasn't like I ever hung out at any of them. I lived in the city for 10 years and never once been in an ice cream parlor. I should have gone at least once. It's only now that I'm starting to regret that. Somebody is still apologizing. Who's she apologizing to? She's apologizing so much, so just forgive her. There is no reason anyone should ever need to apologize so much. I started to feel a bit annoyed at whomever was refusing to forgive her. No matter how bad the mistake, there's nothing that can't be forgiven. Is that really true? Is that true? There's no such thing as an irreparable mistake. You just need to be more careful next time. Oh man, we probably got a heart of gold then. She's still apologizing even now. Then, has she really done something that can't be fixed? I've no idea what she's done, but if it can't be fixed, then that's all the more reason to forgive her. No matter how much she apologizes, nothing will change. But even so, she keeps apologizing in such a heartbreaking voice. Hey you, the one she's apologizing to. Why don't you just go ahead and forgive her? I have no idea what's happening right now. It's like... It was talking about him in the city, and now it's talking about... Well, it would start off about, like, this chick not being able to... or trying to apologize for something. He's trying to figure out why the guy won't, or I won't say guy, but individual is not accepting her apology. Then it described an arcade and everything like that, and being there. Then now it's going back to this. Okay, that's good so far. She was apologizing in such a pathetic voice. Keiichi, you're almost here. There. Wake up. I was always sleeping. Okay. I was finally rose from my nap by my father's prodding. It seemed the train had reached its final stop. We'd spent hours riding everything from the bullet train to the local routes. It was hard to believe that the landscape beyond the window in the city I was in half a day ago were in the same country. But they were even from the same era. Nice art. Unless that's just scribbled on. Or it's like a scrubbing effect on an actual picture. From there, we'd take a car deeper into the mountains. I think that's what they did. Past where the dense forest encroaching on the mountain road suddenly opened up. There, where I live, Hinamizawa. That is the game, yes. Why do I feel like I haven't done much? Even though we were approaching summer, the morning air still had a frigid bite. Although, in exchange, you can fill your lungs up with crisp, clean air. Flipping open the the window, I was greeted with a verdant expanse. Nothing but trees. Okay. The neighboring house was far away on the other side, so I was probably the only one enjoying the view and the air, and that air. I filled my lungs with another deep breath. Since I started living in Hinamizawa, I learned that even air has its own taste. You can taste anything, besides your own tongue. I don't know why I said that. Stellar music. I quickly finished getting ready for school and headed downstairs for breakfast. My mother was the only one there. My father was nowhere to be seen. He was probably up working until the early morning. Dad had a rather uncredentialed job as a painter. It's such a laid-back profession. Get up when you want, sleep when you want, and work when you want. I'm so jealous of that easygoing lifestyle. I even worked for school that I wanted to be a painter when I grew up. Dad was ecstatic about that. Huh. It was just because it looked easy. I'd never tell him that, though. Mom laid breakfast out on the table. Seaweed, pickled vegetables, raw eggs, and grilled cheese. Salmon, not cheese. Grilled cheese is good, though. My mom was such a good cook. It was scary. A perfect, immaculable, ideal breakfast. Unlike my dad, who didn't even know the meaning of the word schedule, my mom never squandered any time or effort. She hummed a little tune as she brought over the miso soup. It seemed like she was in a good mood today. I'm so happy we've been waking up early since we moved here, Keiichi. If we don't wake up early, I won't have time to eat breakfast. I thought I was being cute, responding with a wisecrack after being praised for being good. Full bowl of rice, or will half be good be enough? Pile it on. First, I savored the steaming hot rice with the seaweed. After that, I covered it with an egg. Between bites of rice, I enjoyed the crunch of the pickles. Not bad at all. Excellent as usual. Watching me clean my plate, Mom gave me a warm smile. I'm so happy you haven't skipped breakfast ever since we moved here, Keiichi. I was not a morning person when we lived in the city. I slept right until the last minute before school and rarely ate breakfast. No one will believe me, but I did the same thing as a teenager. I just had too much sugar, that's why I got overweight. Boycotting the breakfast Mom made me each morning, that was probably the only way I could protest being forced to attend cram school. But now it's just water for me these days. I guess that was what you would call my rebellious phase. I wouldn't so much as look at the breakfast she woke up early every day to make. If I could go back in time, I'd slap myself. Mindful of the time, Mom rushed me along with a wide grin. Is it about that time to meet up with Reina-chan? Hurry, hurry! Mom really seemed to enjoy the fact that her own son was going to school with a girl. Reina is one of my classmates. She really loves after people coming to meet me every day without fail. The way I look at it, a guy my age walking to school with a girl was just lame. But, well, keeping a classmate waiting for me every day wouldn't be very considerate. Seriously, how long does Rena wait there for me every morning? Taking one last gulp of miso soup, I race for the door. Please thank Rena-chan for the pickles. But those pickles aren't store-bought, were they? If I'd known that, I would have savored them a bit more. Morning. Oh! Okay, that's... I thought this one had the other art. I guess not. Alright, I'll take that. This actually has some pretty nice art in it. Keiichi-kun. Good morning. The cheerful greeting was as fresh as the morning itself. You're always so early. You should try slipping in sometime. If I slip in, I'll keep you waiting. You're so conscientious? Like, I'm gonna be looking back, like, this video and calling myself a dumbass because it's easy in my head, but I can't say it. There's a better way to put it. I don't know. I'm better at thinking than I am at speaking, that's for sure. Conscientious? Okay, I think it's conscientious. Such a good person. If that ever happens, I'll just leave you behind. Keiichi-kun, you're so cold. I wait for you all the time. I'll leave you in the dust without looking back. What a dick. Why are you so mean? Why? Rena had a slightly troubled look on her face. I wonder why. Toying with her was rather fun because of how quickly her mood changed. I'm kidding, I'd wait for you. With those words, Rena seemed to relax. Her face flushed bright red. Thank you. I'll wait forever until you came, Rena. No matter how long. I didn't respond. Okay. Forever? Rena turned bright red, steam rising from her head as her brain short-circuited. She was especially weak to this sort of talk. It's quite rare to find someone this fun to tease. Have you ever read a romance novel, Rena? Huh? I haven't. Never read any before. In my response, I gathered she was interested in them, but was too embarrassed to actually buy one. I couldn't imagine what would happen if she did read one. She'd probably turn red and pass out. Or she'd turn Modius, either or. I wouldn't want to think of her and Modius as the same. As the same, this, no. Oh yeah, message from Mom. She says thanks for the pickles. It just has the quotations around it, not the actual character saying it, so I'm a little confused on what tone of voice to make one. people are talking. I'm just assuming who is who. It was nothing. You're welcome. How were they? How were they? Not too salty? They weren't that salty. Actually, they had a pretty light flavor to them. It would have been fine to just be honest and say that they were good, but apparently I couldn't be that forthright. I'd like to ask something before that. Were you the one who picked them, Rena? Or was it your mom? Huh? Why'd you ask? Were they too salty? Gratitude. Oh, come on, leave her alone. Gratitude completely changed as she began to panic frantically. Was it you, Rena? Or was it your mom? Well, why are you asking who made them? Why? Depending on who made them, my opinion of them might change drastically. She counted frantically on her fingers, trying to remember the amount of salt she used to pickle. It wasn't like I was trying to tease her, but I couldn't stop myself. Guys who take pleasure in this kind of thing are probably the worst. Guys like me. I am not like that. You respect people. You respect people the way you want to be treated. Let me rephrase that. You treat people how you want to be treated. That's the way I was raised, and that's the way I want to treat everybody. You know, I don't want to be in. Okay, I won't lie. I do like to mess with people once in a while, but if they do something to me, I'm not gonna get mad. I had it coming. Rena nervously opened and closed her mouth over and over, trying to muster a response. It was me. Delicious. Huh? Pretty good, just like the last ones. They went perfectly with the rice. Her face went bright red again. She was completely spacing out. It truly was a lot of fun to tease her. I pray that Rena never gets taken advantage of by some lowlife. Keep at it, Rena. I'll train you until you handle it like the average person. Or so I decide for myself. Let's go. If you keep me on waiting, we'll never hear the end of it. Seeing as she'd just keep spacing out otherwise, I called Rena back to reality so we could make our way to school. The strange, easily flustered girl is Rena Ryuga. I kind of would have been better to know beforehand before we had this conversation. Just saying. I've only known her for about a month, but I've come to realize, I'm just gonna say it right now, I watched Higurashi such a long time ago, that I don't remember shit all about this. I just need to point that out right now. I've only known her for about a month, but I've come to realize it's not just her name that's strange. To the next rendezvous point, we saw another person waiting for us, noticing as she waved. Ah, finally, you two are late. Usually, you're the one who's late. In sharp contrast to the diligent Rena, this one marched to the beat of her own drum. She's Mion Sumizaki. For what it's worth, she's our senior and head of the class. Morning, Rena. It's been a while, Kate-chan. How many years? I was only off 2 days. You don't say. You were so much cuter back then. Leon's gaze started at my chest and dropped straight down, focusing on the point between my legs. So she was saying it was my crush that was cuter. What? Okay. Before you ask, just to be clear, I've never actually tried to show it to her. I've rode quite splendidly. Oh, jeez. You'd be surprised. Not only is he bigger, but... What do I say to that? Not only is he bigger, but he has a little mustache now. Okay. Just okay. Being so engorged with energy every morning is quite a problem. I'll introduce you next time, so be sure to greet him properly. Should I continue? I was not expecting this at all. Okay. I played Side of Youth, I can get through this. Don't say next time, right now it's just fine. How about letting the little guy get a breath of fresh air? Wanting air, please no. I don't think I've ever heard talk so good. That's about it. Oh, jeez. Leon sure does act like an old man sometimes. Gotcha. Time for the big reveal. What reveal? Hope you don't regret it. What reveal? As my hand reached for my fly, Brenda begins to ramble in a near panic. I'll continue because I haven't hit the 30-minute mark yet, but only because of that. Okay. Hey, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Red-faced and flustered, Rina tried to play dumb, but it was obvious she knew exactly what we were talking about. How was it? Oh, okay. Oh, all right. With that last part, you can't tell me you didn't think the same thing. See the city again. Leon switched gears, dropping the dirty talk, and changed the topic to something more befitting the pleasant morning. I only went for a funeral. I didn't have much time. So yeah, did you look for it? That thing I asked for? Excuse me. You're not listening at all. I just came back from a funeral. I didn't have time to look around in toy stores. Toy stores and hobby shops are completely different, you know? It's really difficult to get Western stuff around here after all. What's about games again, me and Chad? Yeah, nodded proudly as Raina giggled. Yep, I wanted K-Chan to bring me back a Westport catalog, you see? Westport was short for Western Imported Games. Using that abbreviation did make it sound pretty geeky. You could just get them to send you one in the mail, can't you? Well, I guess I have to now. I'm going to get another game full of fun action. This time I'd like a game that's easy to understand. Leon is a board and card game enthusiast, and I hear she's collected quite a lot of different ones. According to Reina, Leon's room has kind of become a museum for domestic and foreign games. If there's a game you think I'd understand, then we play too. Of course. If K-Chan is up for it, I should warn you, we're pretty tough. Just what I'd want. I play all sorts of games. I don't intend to lose. So do I, apparently. Oh. Then we'll let you in the group this time, I guess. Bristling with joy from head to toe, Reina looked back and forth between me and Leon. Leon gave her an affirmative wink, and her expression perked up even further. I bet boys preferred playing outside more, so I figured you wouldn't want to. Reina laughed happily. Such a friendly conversation, you wouldn't think I'd moved here less than a month ago. I understand that they did all they could to make a transfer student like me feel at home. I have to try harder to fit in so they won't feel like they have to try and make me feel like it. I feel like if I acted a bit more open than I usually am, it should probably be about right for this place. School looks pretty nice. Yeah, we hit the 30-minute mark, so I think I'm gonna end it here. If you like what you saw, feel free to like the video. Always helps out, and subscribe to the channel because I'm uploading daily now, and I'm gonna see how long it's doing. It's been doing really well for me, so I want to continue doing it. And yeah, all my social medias are down in the description if you want to go check me out there. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.